So many people out there conduct interviews completely wrong. I'm sure you've experienced them on one or both sides of that equation. What we're going to do today is we're going to look at the top 5 do's and don'ts to ensure that you're not out there making a complete mess of your interviews. I'm Michael Darmanin, CEO of Sellstate Realty. Let's get into it. The first absolute must-do when conducting an interview is creating a good impression for your company. Now, oftentimes we're looking at it from the perspective of, well, a candidate's going to come in, I'm going to be hiring them, I need them to really impress me. And while all of that is true, you always have to remember that they are also evaluating your organization. So you want to make an absolute great first impression. Be prepared, make sure the room is set, make sure things are tidy, things are neat. Have your admin ready for them. If you're going to have them fill out an application, make it very professional. And when you come in, make sure you're going to create a good impression for your company.
I think that pretty much sums it up.
What you want to avoid is making it seem that you're wasting their time or that they feel that they're wasting their time being there with you. What I mean by that is oftentimes you're busy and doing interviews can take a lot of time out of your day, especially if you're interviewing multiple candidates. So sometimes you might have a tendency to do things like check your phone during the interview, check your smartwatch during the interview, have somebody interrupt the interview multiple times. Oh, we just need you for 1 second. Oh, just one quick moment. I've even heard of situations where the person leaves the room for a second. Oh, in the middle of a response, they might tell the candidate, just one moment, I just have to take care of something really quick. It shows a lot of disrespect, and already you're setting the tone that you're not valuing that person. One of the top things candidates are going to look for is an opportunity where they can be instrumental but also feel valued at the organization. You want to set the stage right away, make a good impression for your organization, and do not make the candidate feel that they're wasting their time being there. All right, point number 2. When you're asking your questions, you want to have a set list of questions and you want to be very consistent with the way you ask the questions. When you're going to be evaluating multiple candidates, you want to kind of be on a one-to-one, an apples to apples, so to speak, comparison.
Do you like apples?
Yeah.
How do you like them apples?
What you don't want to do is start asking questions out of sequence. And the reason for that is because of the next point, which is what you don't want to do. And that is you don't want to lead the candidate. So sometimes you have a candidate in front of you and you might think, hey, this person's really great. And you might ask a type of question and say, so where would you see yourself in 5 years, for example? Because, obviously our organization is looking for people that would want to be here long term. I mean, what are we accomplishing with that? You basically asked a question of no use and you told the candidate what they're supposed to tell you in response. So in that situation, you're leading the candidate. Well, sometimes when you ask the questions out of sequence, you can actually end up leading the candidate